It is important that we don't eat them, that we don't wear them, that we don't use them. We don't exploit animals. And that's what vegans are trying to do all the time. By the way, if you are a child or you know any children, look at this card here. This is a place that you can go for free help for children. It's called People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. A short way of saying it is PETA, P-E-T-A, P-E-T-A. Hi over there on YouTube as well. So PETA is a great site that you can go to get some recipes for kids, stuff for school lunches. You can also get little videos that inspire children, and you can order free stickers. I don't know if you could see that. I wrote that on my, oh, did I write it? Oh, I didn't write it. Okay. But yeah, you can go here to learn. So again, what's it called? Do you remember the name? People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Okay? That's where you can go. People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, otherwise known for short as PETA. And that's a place that you can go. So please take a screenshot of this. So if you know of any kids who, let's say you're a mom and a dad, or a dad, and you want to help your family become vegan, you can send your kids to this site and they can look at the different videos. It's child appropriate. I mean, it's not scary or anything like that, but it does tell the truth, which is important, right? Thanks a lot for coming, everybody. Hi, Kay. Hi, Gabriel. Hi, Buzzbench. Why are you better than God? Well, what I say, I guess you're referring to another video. So what I say is that vegans are helping the animals. 3 times a day, vegans are not eating them, and we're trying very hard not to hurt them. But God isn't really doing anything. I mean, I've asked people if they can think of anything that God is doing right now to help the animals. And nobody seems to be able to come up with anything to answer your question. Okay, hi, Alex. You're asking how I am. I'm great. It is 5:02 in the morning here in Italy. Where are you guys in the world? Where is everybody from? And you guys on TikTok, hello. Thanks already for typing a bunch of different hearts on the screen, guys. Thank you. All right. It's going good. Keep on going. Let me see what you're up to. You guys someone's in Canada. So I'm in Italy and you are in Arizona too, Wisconsin. Good to know. I'm very curious because depending on the time of the day that I do the live, I get a different crowd, different places of the world. Sometimes it's mostly the UK. Then at other times it's a bunch of Australian people. And it seems like this time of the day, it's mostly, oh, Alberta. Hi, fellow Canadian. Thanks for coming in. Minnesota. Yeah, a lot of people here from the States, it seems. Where else are you guys from? Oh, though, also somebody from New Zealand. You are from Australia. Okay, great. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Hi, Justice. Thank you for subscribing. You're from Missouri. Okay, that's very cool. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to press a couple of buttons here and on my YouTube channel. Hi there. Sorry, I can't read your name, Indigo or something. I'm afraid to say it wrong and then you're going to be mad at me. Anyways, guys, let's go over here to TikTok. TikTok, you guys are going to help teach the class today. So when you come in, you must be over 18. And you have to know how to read because you're going to read cards, okay? So if you're having trouble reading, this is not the live today to be coming to, okay? But the reading is really easy. It's very, very simple sentences, okay? Let's go to the first person here and see if this is somebody we want. This person has 495 followers over here on my my TikTok, and it says, she looks like a dream. Oh, okay. I don't know who you are, but it doesn't seem like you're mean. So let's see. Okay, got you in here to read a card. Let me just make sure my volume is all the way up. Guys, make sure you're also in a room by yourself, okay? Not surrounded by all kinds of noise. Thank you for coming in. Hello. Okay, hi, Akhilesh. I don't know who you're talking to like that, but that's not very nice. You're going to go for a 10-minute timeout, okay? All right, don't speak to anybody in the chat that way. All right, thank you. Oh, it's a person who wanted to come in and they're gone. Hi. Hi, Coda. Hello, Coda.
Hi, Miss Katie.
Good morning from Italy. What time is it where you are?
It is 1:04 p.m. for me
Okay, where are you in the world?
in Australia.
Okay. All right, you're in Australia. 1 or 4 p.m. So that's so interesting. So you are Thursday and you're already after lunch over there. All right.
It is very weird.
Oh, yeah, it's so cool, right? That's why I like to ask people about where they are in the world because I find it really interesting to see that where people are because people seem to be in different parts you know, it reminds us we're not the center of the
Yeah.
universe. Okay, you ready to read this card? Okay, go for it.
Most kids see animals like. Sorry, could you keep it still? I'm so sorry.
Okay,
The
yeah,
shaking is a
sorry,
little bit
sorry.
hard to read. No, it's okay. Most kids see animals like chickens, pigs, cows, and cows for the first time when they're dead on shelves of the cemetery part of the grocery store before they even see them alive. This is cruel and wrong. Children should be taught that animals are friends, not food or objects to be bought and sold on shelves like slaves. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you did a great job. You're absolutely right. Yeah, so what do you think about that? That the children of our society, when they first see animals, they usually see them dead. Does that seem weird to you?
Honestly, it really upsets me whenever I go into stores or clothes stores and you see like the thing that hurts me the most is when you see like possums and like cows, horses, they're made into like something to wear. Like and sometimes they're just killed just for the sake of like using their skin, and I hate that.
Yeah. And you guys in Australia, you have kangaroos, and I hear that they are killing them and ripping off their skin and turning them
And
into
eating them,
shoes.
it's horrible. I hate it. It upsets me.
Yeah. What can we do? Can we be vegan? Was that going to help?
Honestly, it would help a lot. Just don't don't look at animals like they are something to eat. I know sometimes people do really like that sort of food, but honestly, it's not fair on the animals that they are just killed and just used for their fur and meat. It's not fair. I'm sorry. It's just not fair. It upsets me. It's not fair.
Right. So, are you vegan yet?
I am.
Okay.
I've been vegan for like 7, 8 months, and
Wow.
honestly,
Great.
I do try and tell my classmates that I do try and say certain things and show people, obviously, in the most friendliest way that there are animals that get grinded and they literally just get skinned and used for their fur and their meat, and it's not fair.
It's strange how you said you're telling your classmates in a friendly way. Like
So
it
I
seems
try
so
not to
it's
show.
yeah, just a sec. I just want to say something.
Sorry.
It seems so strange to me that we have a society where when we talk about the suffering of someone that we have to be so afraid of how we deliver that message. If we were talking about the suffering of anyone else in society, we wouldn't have to say, "Oh, I tried to tell my classmates about the suffering in the most kind way," because we know that people get triggered. And the reason that they get triggered when we talk
Yeah.
about animals is because they feel guilty. But instead of taking that guilt and just thinking, wow, I should maybe be like the vegan that's standing here in front of me, they get very angry because they I don't know why. What is your theory there? Why do you think that people get so upset instead of just becoming vegan?
So I have two reasons. One, maybe people might be scared. Well, I have a fear of BLOOD, and a lot of people it triggers them. And I have another reason. One, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try and say this without getting upset because it is really upsetting. But seeing an animal suffer and you hear the noises from the animal suffering, it is really triggering because it's so sad, and you feel like crying because it's like you can't help them.
Yeah. And that's normal, right? I mean, it's totally normal that you feel like crying when you see an innocent being that is suffering and needlessly. I mean, I look at this picture. Can you see this picture of this little rabbit here?
I've seen that they use rabbits and like rodents for testing on makeup, and it's
But
It's just,
yeah, in this case, you can see the rabbit, and the rabbit's friends are in the background. The rabbit's friends have just been killed, and this rabbit, she knows that she's next. I mean, can you imagine how terrifying that would be? It is so sad what we do to animals.
it's just horrible. I don't,
Once you know,
and
right?
it's,
I guess you used to eat animals because you've only been vegan for like 8 months or something. But before
I
that,
used to.
you just never, we never thought about it, right? We just ate animals
I
like,
never learned. I started watching documentaries, and as soon as I saw them, it literally horrified me. Like I felt so sick even looking at it. Like I
of course.
couldn't.
Yeah, me too. Did you see the documentary called Dominion yet? That was a
I
pretty
haven't
big.
seen that one, but I have seen other documentaries that are like just vile.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being an animal rights activist. Thank you
That's
for,
okay. Thank you as well for helping. I really appreciate what you do because it's honestly horrible what happens.
yeah, it is. And that's why I feel compelled to talk about it and do live streams, because I used to participate in the cycle of violence. I used to, I wasn't vegan all the time. And
It's okay. We all made that mistake once, but we
yeah,
can make up for our mistakes.
yeah, when we know better, we can do better, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to read another card
Thank
while
you
you're
so
here?
much.
You're welcome.
I would love to.
Okay,
Thank you.
here's one about leather I've been holding for a little while.
That upsets me because yeah, wearing leather is mean because you're paying for someone's skin to be ripped off. Someone who never got to grow old and never wanted to die for fashion.
Yeah.
I do have something to say about that.
Yeah.
It honestly, it is like it does happen. Some animals are literally just killed so they can use their skin, and sometimes they're literally just babies and they just take their skin off and just leave them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very sad. Here's another one about why vegans don't go to the rodeo.
Vegans don't go to the rodeo because it's cruel that cowboys use horses by forcing them to charge towards frightened baby cows, tackle them, tie them up, and abuse them for entertainment. That makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
I've seen rodeos on TV, and honestly, it hurts.
I know. I feel the same. I really feel your heart. You sound like you're such a good and kind person. I wish I could just give you a big hug in real life, because I get it.
So
you know,
sweet.
I know. It's anyway. Thank you for being you. Thank you for protecting the animals. Thank you for helping out at the live. I don't know if you've seen my live streams, but sometimes people come in and are pretty cruel, and
I've seen it. Makes me angry.
Yeah, you know what, Coda? I'm gonna follow you back, okay?
Thank you, love. You're so sweet. I'm honestly crying right now because it's a really sensitive topic.
Yeah, and it's nice to find other people who care, right?
It really is. Yeah. Finding someone to connect with that also cares is amazing.
Yeah. So listen, Coda, because I followed you, and you're following me, right? So if we follow each other, it means you are allowed to write in the comment section of my videos on TikTok. I put that limitation there so that I don't get spammed there anymore, because it was hard. It was hard for anybody to read positive comments because there were just literally thousands of people just saying that they liked hurting animals, and that was really terrible. So you can now.
I know. I see it every day. It just makes me angry, honestly.
Yeah. So now if you want to, you can write comments on my video, and when you do so on TikTok, often I can press on your comment or your name there and go to your site and make some positive comments too. That's how I work with people. So always keep that in mind.
Really cool.
That's for everybody, by the way. All you vegans there, that's what I suggest you actually do. Just close your comment sections to anybody unless they are vegan. And then we go to support one another in the comment section. Imagine if every time a vegan video was up, it's just filled with vegan comments. That would be great. We can all help each other and teach the truth.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Thanks for coming in. Bye.
You're so welcome. Bye.
Bye, Coda. What a sweetheart, guys. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Look at you wonderful vegans here. So many great people here on TikTok. What's happening on YouTube? Let me see. Okay, somebody says, I'm keeping animals as a pet. Well, animals, it's okay to have animal companions in the house with you as long as you haven't bought them, okay? Understand that, TikTok and you guys on YouTube? You cannot buy animals because that is treating them like a slave, like an object. We don't commodify animals. See, this is a pencil. A pencil's okay to buy and sell, but animals, it's not okay to buy and sell them. Animals are here on the planet with us, not for us to eat. Animals are not here for us to wear, and animals are not here for us to use. All right? So look, here's another card. Random vegan fact. Vegans don't steal from animals. Not their milk, not their eggs, not their fur, not their feathers, not their wool, not their skin, not their honey, not their babies, not their freedom, not their lives. That's what being a vegan is. Vegans just don't steal from animals. It's pretty easy, right, when you think about it? Okay. All right, so somebody's writing, LOL, you think vegans don't steal from animals. Then what do you call eating all their plants and vegetables? Okay, so official, I'm going to respond to you. Here's my response to you. Okay, we're not eating the animals' food. This is the silliest thing that I've heard people say. It doesn't take that much energy for you to figure that out. If you're at the dinner table and you're eating food and your family members are eating food, are you eating their food? Or do they have their own food? Excuse me. So we're not eating the animals' food. We have our food and they have their food. It's pretty easy. And actually, if you care about animals and you care about their food, then you should be vegan. Because every time you are eating animals, you are eating way more plants. Because the plants are being filtered through cows and pigs, which takes an enormous amount of energy, an enormous amount of calories. You understand? If you care about the animals and you care about the planet, you must be vegan. It makes no logical sense, and any scientist or rational person will tell you that, and you can figure that out. Hey, thank you, guys. No rodeo hats on my head, though, over here on TikTok. I don't want that. You can put the little decorations, okay, like Coda just did. Coda just put a cute little smile. No, Fifi, I don't want you to put any rodeo hats on my head because I do not support the rodeo. Remember, we just went over this card. Vegans don't go to rodeos because it's cruel that cowboys use horses by forcing them to charge towards frightened babies, the baby cows, tackle them, tie them up, and abuse them for entertainment. So don't put any rodeo hats on my head. Guys, on TikTok, I'm going to thank you so much for everybody who is subscribed to me right now. Hey, if you guys are just subscribing or reposting, I'm going to read as many names as I can, okay? So I want to thank you very much for helping me here to make the world a better place. Who do we have? Somebody says horses are not cars. Absolutely, you're right. Horses are not cars. That's why we should not ride them. That's a very good point. What about this one? Somebody says I'm talking too much. Okay, well, you don't have to be here. Or if you want, I'll play a song. Yeah, that's the whole point of doing a live stream, is that most people doing live streams are actually talking, you know? But hey, you don't have to be here. You can just leave, okay? If you're not ready to be kind, you don't have to be here. Can't see the animals, they're hidden from your sight. Their terrified eyes are pleading with all their might for you to save them by being vegan from now on. That's right. You can't see the animals. They're hidden from your sight. You can't see the animals. They're hidden from your sight. Their terrified eyes are pleading with all their might for you to save them by being vegan from now on. Can't see the animals, but they are terrified And the way that you can save them is by being vegan. There are billions of animals on factory farms right now suffering, and even on small farms. You know, there's no right way to kill somebody who doesn't want to die. There's no right way to kill somebody who doesn't want to die. There's no right way to kill somebody who wants to live. Doesn't matter how you do it. There's nothing humane about killing somebody who doesn't want to die. Brandon, can you please stop putting rodeo hats on my head here on TikTok? I don't like that. I don't like that, not at all. I'm not going to let you come to the top of the list just because you're doing that, because you're being cruel. Now I know your name, so I'm going to go past you. I'm not going to talk to you. Let's talk to Anna instead. Maybe Anna is kind. You guys over here, you can put a super chat in. Oh, I'm so sorry. I missed one. I'm very sorry. Okay, somebody is saying you're... Hi, good morning. 1 second. All right, so I'm going to put this person in a timeout because you lied, okay, to the person official, because you wrote that you say that I'm wearing wool, and this is not wool. This is made out of acrylic. Okay, acrylic is a material. It has a little bit of cotton in it as well. Cotton is a plant that's like white and fluffy, and that's vegan. And acrylic is also vegan. So is polyester and nylon, and almost all of your clothes already are vegan. By the way, even you. Okay, so I'm going to put you in a timeout because you lied. So don't do that again. All right. You can ask a question. You can say, "What's your sweater made out of?" That would be okay. But to lie is never okay. So you're in a 24-hour timeout for lying. All right. Hi there. You ready to read a card?
Why?
Okay. Well, you don't have to. You're just, if you come in, you're reading a card, you're being a teaching assistant. Okay. That's what it means when you come in. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to go to the next person here. Excuse me here. This person's name is Skip Too Far. Let's see if I should let that person in. There's some strange people here today. Skip Too Far. You have 33 followers. You have no picture at all and no bio. So I don't know if you're a good person or not. Excuse me, I might need a glass of water. But let's see if you can. Skip Too Far. It's a very interesting name, that's for sure. If you can read, you can come in. Okay, the person is gone. All right, let's go to somebody named Liam. Welcome to the live stream. I'm Miss Katie. I'm 61 years old and I've been vegan for almost 10 years. I'm trained as a registered nurse and also as a school teacher. Hello.
Yo.
Hi, welcome to the live stream. I'll be honest with you, I already feel like it's not going to start out well. My experience is when I say hello politely and the person says yo, it kind of gives me an indication that they might not be too intelligent. So I'm just going to let you go, okay? Because there's sort of this thing called basic manners, and I don't speak to people who are cruel or just kind of disrespectful. All right, got a person here who's coming out as gay. All right, this is not the okay, I got you. Who's here? The person has an account called the Pavel Guy. So Pavel, it's great that you're writing the word gay, because gay, of course, means happy. It's a synonym for happy. But if you're coming out as gay here, this is not the place. Okay, we're coming out as vegan here. Okay, we don't really care here whether who you kiss or who you hold hands with or whose body parts you choose to lick. It's not for us to talk about here. We're talking about the animals, and we're coming out as vegans. If you want to come out as gay, it's totally fine. You want to come out and declare that you're straight, that's fine. But this is not the place to do that. Okay, this is not the channel for that. This is a freedom flag. We're here to talk about freedom for all. All right, and everybody's already talking about freedom for all of the people of the world, but nobody talks about freedom for the animals. Vegans are less than 1% of the population. So think about that. Picture a room full of 100 people. There's only one vegan, usually in a room of 100 people, and sometimes less. So the reason that we're vegan is because we don't want to hurt the animals. So that's why we have this flag. This is a great representation of all the vegan foods that you can eat. It's a perfect flag. when you go to the shopping center, the grocery store, you only put vegan foods in your shopping cart. Okay? Peace begins on your plate, so open up your heart. Let's do that again. Veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds. Put them in your shopping cart. Peace begins on your plate, so open up your heart to the animals. Okay, good job. Let me see what else you guys are writing. And by the way, as I said before, it goes sometimes a bit too fast. On YouTube, if you really want to talk to me, you can put a super chat in. If it's blue, it might go by a bit fast and I might not see it. So make sure that you pick the yellow color. Oh, I did see that one though, because I was looking right at the screen. Hold on, let me grab it. Here. Okay, I eat broccoli because I got bored. That's an interesting thing. It's a very interesting statement. I think you mean you're eating broccoli right now? Maybe? I don't know. Or before? You ate broccoli? Is that what you're trying to say? Anyway, Drayden, here's the thing. You wrote about broccoli. You wrote about eating broccoli, so I'm going to press a heart on your comment. Boop. Doink. And a thumbs up. Guys, if you see this comment anywhere, make sure that you tap on it, all right? And give this person some encouragement. Trying to eat broccoli, that's great. So every time you're eating veggies or fruits or any kind of vegan foods, you're not hurting the animals. So that's awesome. All right, and so because you said that you're doing that, I'm going to play the veg song. If you say you're eating vegetables, we're going to eat it. Play it. Go veg yourself. Go veg yourself. Stop hurting animals. Go vegan. Go veg yourself. Go veg yourself. Stop hurting animals. Go vegan. Go veg yourself. That's good. One more time. Let's go. Go veg yourself. Go veg yourself. Stop hurting animals. Go vegan. Go veg yourself. Go veg yourself. Stop hurting animals. Go vegan. Yay! All right, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much for being here. I'm going to stop that or else it's going to keep going. Let's get the next person in here to be a teaching assistant. So we are reading these cards, and if you come in, you are going to help me to teach the lesson. Before we do that, though, look at this. Can you guys see what this says? Sometimes there's a bit of a glare from the lights there. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hi, can you please read this out loud?
Animals are friends, not food. Don't eat us, wear us, use us, or steal from us.
Okay. Where are you in the world?
I am in Canada.
Okay, why are you speaking that way?
Oh, I'm autistic, and I just always feel like I need to speak like
You can speak. You can just speak normally. You can relax and speak normally.
But
right.
I'm autistic, and I always feel the need to speak this way. Sorry.
You're autistic, and so you feel the need, like you want to draw attention to yourself, you mean? Because today we're talking about the animals, okay? Do you eat cows?
I do not eat cows, no. That's disgusting.
Okay, that's great. What made you decide to not eat cows?
'Cause my family owns a cow. My aunt and uncle.
Okay, and so you've bonded with the cow. So you've looked at the cow, and what's the cow's name?
Its name is Holly.
Holly, okay. Well, thank you for saying that you don't eat cows. On behalf of all the animals, they thank you. Do you eat pigs?
No.
Do you eat,
Absolutely not.
do you eat bacon or sausage?
No.
Do you eat ham
No.
or pepperoni?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Oh, makes me gag thinking about it.
Right. Okay, so which animals do you eat?
I eat no animals.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you for that. Now, do you...
I love animals so much.
Yeah. Okay, so we're talking...
That's a rooster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
I love roosters.
I think it could be a rooster or a hen. So what we're talking about here is what we should not steal from animals, okay? So when you see this animal, you've already agreed that you shouldn't steal her life, right? You don't want to hurt her.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so did you know that sometimes people rip the feathers out of ducks and out of any kind of bird, and they steal the feathers and put them into pillows?
Cool. I love my pillow.
Yeah, but is it cool to rip the feathers out of them and put them into pillows?
I'm not really sure. I mean, what else are we going to use, right?
Well, all kinds of fabrics. So the lesson,
Right. Well, the fabric scraps. And
so
and what if
excuse
I
me, just
told
one
you
second.
that-
So in order for you to help here, to help teach the lesson, one of the things that you just got wrong is I said, is it okay to rip the feathers out of an animal and put them into pillows? And you said, cool. So that was a mistake, okay? If you're a teaching assistant, you should say, of course that's terrible. I would never do that. The feathers belong to the animal, okay? Thank you. Let's go to the next person. Hey, wait, before we do though, I want to say thank you to everybody who's decorating the live stream. Guys, thank you very much to the people who are tapping the little hearts. That's really cute. Thank you so much for sharing the love here of the animals. We are, let's see this number here. You see that number there? When you guys tap on the screen with the hearts, this goes up. If you guys all do it right now, you'll see it's going to go up. If you tap, 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 tap. And so thank you for that. Thank you, Michael, for tapping. Thank you to Jessie. Look at that. It went up by already several hundred. Wow. You see that? So when you tap on the screen, you can tap anytime you see something positive, because we're trying to encourage people to be kind to the animals, to make this world a better place for them. All right, what do we have on YouTube over here? Somebody says, I do love animals. That's great, Stacy. I'm very happy that you love animals and you would never hurt them, right? You wouldn't write something vegan-phobic here, would you? Let's go back here. Let me see. All right. Hey, thank you very much. Somebody says, can I follow you? Well, Alex, I only follow people that do vegan content, and so I don't know you. I only follow people who are vegan. All right, let's see what anyone else said. Somebody says, okay, Eve says, anyone want to come to Chick-fil-A with me? So Eve just did something really mean. Deliberately trying to be cruel when you could have chosen to do nothing, or you could have chosen to write, does anybody want to come and buy some fruit with me? That's not what you did. So what I'm going to do with you is I'm going to remove you completely from this live stream, because that was a deliberate decision that you just made to be cruel. So I have a button on here that says hide user forever on this channel. I'm going to tap on that right now. So now you can watch